Canada Basketball has put out a fantastic document called their Gold Medal Model, also referred to as a Gold Medal Profile. And when you look at that, it's got just a tremendous amount of fantastic information about developing our players. It looks at four pillars. On the one pillar, they have athletic development for players. On another pillar, they have the basketball skills. And the basketball skills are numerous, all right? Your offense, your defense, your style of play, whatever it is, has to do with basketball skills. There's also mental skills, how we're going to develop the mental skills. And then the all-important, which never used to be important, is a social emotional pillar. So Canada Basketball, their gold medal model, there's a copy of it on the website where you got this video from. And again, looking at those four pillars, looking at the four pillars, social, emotional. Back in the day, we didn't think that was very important. Like go bowling with the kids or have a game of soccer for warm-up as something to do for a change, maybe a little bit of frisbee, something where the kids have a chance to socialize. Back in the day, we said socialization is not important. You're here to do basketball. You're here to do the basketball skills. And that's what we focused on. The social emotional component has become tremendously huge. A few decades ago, the mental aspect of athlete development has really kicked in, visualization and those kinds of things. This emotional one, we often had those linked together. They're really not linked. Your social and emotional is more linked than your mental and emotional. And then there's the athletic skill development. We have a lot of high-level programs now that they spend so much time on athletic development because it really makes a difference. I encourage you to look at the gold medal model or the gold medal profile and see which areas there are going to be beneficial to help you develop your players. Here's something that we've done, and it's also on this website, and it's there in an Excel format, is what we call our gold medal model IPP, individual performance plan. So what we've done is we've taken every single point that came out of the gold medal model and we stuck it on an Excel spreadsheet or an Excel sheet for the individual performance plan. So every player then looks at one of these concepts or one of these ideas that came out of the gold medal model and they rate themselves. So if it's say athletic, it could be strength. Where is your strength? It could be jumping ability. It could be agility. It could be nutrition. It could be rest. Those are all part of the athletic pillar. So they rate themselves out of 10. You can decide what you want to rate out, or we go out of 10. So rate themselves out of 10. So there's quite a few athletics ones. Then we say rate yourself on every single basketball skill. We say rate yourself on every single social emotional and rate yourself on every mental. So that gives every player a pretty clear picture what they have to do from a development perspective to help themselves become better. Then they meet with the coaches, myself and my assistant coach. We meet and we look at their numbers that they put down on everything. And there's probably 30 or 40 different things that they've rated themselves on. We don't ask them to then focus on developing all 30 or 40 or 50 of these skills that are listed in the gold medal model. We ask them to take one or two out of every pillar and say, what do you want to work on? We want them to identify what's your strengths in those areas. So one kid might say she's a great shooter, but she has a slow release. So she's going to continue to shoot the basketball like she has, but now she's going to add a quick release to her shot. Or it might have something to do with footwork. So this IPP has done a very good job of identifying what some of the weaknesses are in players, what they want to work on. It also identifies their strengths. And when you look at the gold medal model and you sit down with your players, every single player we've done this with in the last 3 seasons, every single one has said to us, man, I had no idea there were so many things that I need to be aware of when it comes to their own development. A lot of our kids go on to college and university, and we know part of it is because we look at the gold medal model, we look at the standards of the gold medal model, and then we look at the IPP and see how it all fits. It's helped with our players' development tremendously the last few years.